Hi guys, I'm Nina, you're the intro bank history darlings, and today I want to talk really quickly about Ferguson and YesAllWomen. Ferguson is a town in Mississippi where Michael Brown was an unarmed black man who was shot by the police. That is the story for a majority of the people, and in the wake of his death there have been riots and police militarization and a lot of other bad things have happened. There have been some good things that have happened, but I'm not going to really focus on that because anything that I say will almost be out of date instantaneously. And yeah, so there have been some counter arguments for white people, and I want to say you guys sound really dumb a lot of the time when you talk about the reputation of white people. The reputation of white people is not more important than people literally dying from institutionalized racism like Michael Brown. And that is just a fact. I don't care how shitty the reputation of white people is at the time. It's literally gonna blow over. You guys can just deal with it. And I didn't come to this conclusion like immediately. This was not something that if you had asked me last year, I could have easily said. Because I got defensive when people used the term white people a lot, pretty much before this year. And it took YesAllWomen to really change my mindset. And I talked about this a little bit on Tumblr last night, and I think it's important to share with you guys, so I'm going to talk about it. In YesAllWomen, I was talking very fervently about my life experience as a woman in the United States and how it is sometimes really shitty to be a woman in the United States. There were a lot of people who decided to troll me on Twitter, and that's fine. But while I was looking through the YesAllWomen tag on Twitter, I came across a tweet, and I don't remember who said it, and I don't really remember what the message said exactly, but it said basically, white women and white people, remember this trend when we talk next about race relations. And that sort of like blew my mind, because yes, it's not all men and it's not all white people, but those excuses excuse racists and sexists and blatant racists and sexists because they don't see themselves that way. And so institutionalized sexism and institutionalized racism sees itself as a benign factor, but we need to make sure that it knows it's not. And when we employ this not all privileged position in society, that's what we're doing. We're excusing the system. We know it's not all white people, and we know it's not all men, and it's not all straight people, and it's not all cis people, but it is enough of them that we have to, that as a privileged group we have to be culpable for the institutionalized and sometimes internalized racisms that we all have, or sexisms, or transphobias, or whatever. And so for me, that revelation was important. And I hope that if one person gets that from this video, that they get it and they see it. I know it's hard to think that people are attacking you specifically, but they're not. They are not attacking you specifically, and if you're not doing that, that's not who they're talking about. They're not talking about you, but we all have to be culpable for that, and we all have to be there for it. So yeah, that's something I just really wanted to talk about because it's important. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I know that this wasn't a haha laugh video, but what is one political revelation that you've had in your life? Leave that down in the comments below. I'm interested to see what all everyone has to offer. Until I see you next time, bye guys!